Hello everyone and welcome back to Next Stitch Designs with me, Sylvia. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet this bikini cap for bigger breasts. This bikini cap is beautiful and it's very good for the ladies who's got bigger breasts. For today's video, I will be using mercerized cotton. You can use different cotton. You don't need to use exactly the same one like me. It's a thicker weight yarn. Also, I will be using 3.5 millimeters hook, a yarn needle, a tape measure and a pair of scissors. For today's bikini cap, I will be using cotton, but if you are a beginner, you can use acrylic as well to practice and then come back to cotton, as cotton can be a little bit trickier for the beginners as it splits a lot. So if you are a beginner, go practice on acrylic and then come back. So for today's cap, you will need two measurements. First measurement will be from the bottom of your breast, just under the breast, to the middle of your nipple. And you will need that measurement. You will take the measurement. So for me, it was about 3.5 inch, and you will chain as many as you need. So for me, it was 19 chains. So this will be your first measurement. And then you will work on the rows. And for me, I have 20 rows. So for me, as I want this cap to give me more coverage, I measure from the side until I reach the middle of my nipple again, like so. So half of my full cap. So as my full cap is about 8 inch, half of it will be 4. So once you have 4 inches, then we will work on this part and we will work until we get another half of our cap. So another 4 inch. But as we go, we will try it on and you will see. Maybe you want this part to be a little bit smaller. So you will try it on and we will see. Now on this short video, I am going to show you how to measure yourself. So the first measurement you will need is from the bottom of your breast to the middle of your nipple. So for me, it was 3.5 inch, and I chained as many as I needed to get 3.5 inch. So for me, it was 19 chains. The second measurement you will need is your cap. So this is my full cap measurement, and I had 8 inches. So once you chain your chain, we will work on these rows here until we get to the middle of our full cap. So for me, it was 8 inches. So I was working on these rows until I get 4 inches. So half of my full cap measurement. And once I was done with those rows and 4 inches, then I was working on this part for another 4 inches to get my full cap measurement, like this. As I said, this was my first measurement from the bottom of my breast to the middle of my nipple. Then we were working on these rows here until we got half of my full cup, and then we were working on these rows until we got the full cup, like so. So first we are going to start with the slip knot. Hold your yarn and like so, wrap it around your 2 fingers and create a cross. Go under this first one, on top of the second one, pull it down and twist your hook. And this is your slip knot. So as I said, measure from the bottom of your breast to the middle of your nipple, and the measurement you get, you will chain until you get that measurement. So for me, I already measured myself. I have 3.5 inch. So for me, it's a 19 chains and I am size D. So once you have your slip knot, we are going to chain. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on until I have 19. So I have 19 from the bottom of my breast all the way to the middle of my nipple, and I have 3.5 inch. Next, we are going to work into this second chain from the hook, not this one here, and you will work single crochet. So insert, yarn over and work your single crochet like so, nice and tight, and you will work single crochet all the way down to your last chain. And work as tight as possible. And I am finishing here, and I have only last chain left here, so I will do my last single crochet, and now I should have 18 stitches. Now we are going to chain 1 and turn your work, and from now on you'll be working into the back loops only. So let me just show you. These are front loops and these are back loops. And from now on, you will be working only into the back loops. So we chain 1 and our first stitch will be right here. Let me just show you again. Right here. So we chain 1 and you will work single crochet like so, nice and tight. Single crochet, back loop only, all the way across for this row 2. All the way down. Once you come to your last stitch, I show you what to do next. So I have 2 stitches left and single crochet back loop only into this one, and always in the last stitch I like to work under the full stitch, so front loop and back loop, and this way it will give you nice edge and also it will be much stronger. So always your last stitch will be the full stitch. This is my full stitch, front loop and back loop, and work your single crochet under the full stitch, like so. Chain 1 and turn your work, and from now on you will repeat this row 2. You will work single crochet, back loop only. Always look at the stitches from the top so you can see them much better. So again, This is my very first stitch here. Nice and tight. And so on. Single crochet back loop only. Once you come to your last stitch, make sure you always count your stitches, because sometimes this last stitch is very difficult to see. As you can tell, just squeeze your hook there, and you should have 18 stitches. So always count your stitches after each row. So continue like so all the way across. And I am finishing here. And as I said, there is always this last stitch, which is really tricky to see. Just make sure you work there as well. It's right here. And work your full stitch. Always last stitch will be your full stitch. Like so. Chain 1 and turn your work. And as you can see, this single crochet back loop only will give me beautiful ribbing, and it has got this beautiful texture as well. So for my size, as I am cup D and my measurement is 8 inches, I will continue working on my rows until I get half of my cup measurement. So I should get 4 inches. Okay, so continue on your rows until you get half of your cup measurement. So let's just say you measure yourself from side until you decide how big coverage you want. So for my cup is 8 inches, so you will continue on your rows until you get half of that measurement. So for me, it's 4 inches. Or from the side until you get to the middle of your breast. And once you are done with your rows, then I show you what to do next. So for my size, I am cup D, and I measured 4 inches, and I should have 20 rows, as I have here. I have 20 rows on one, so of course you need to get the same number of rows on your second one. So just write down the number of your rows so you will remember. So now once you have the middle of your cup, it should be 4 inches. Also, if you don't know how to count these rows, when they go like this, it means 2 rows, as you can see. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So I finished like this, and now I'm going to turn my work because I need to work on this corner, like so, to create this part of my cup. So turn it like this, so you have corner, and now you will work single crochet back loop only, and once you get to your last stitch here, I show you what to do next. So work single crochet back loop only until you get to that corner. Right here. So I have these last 2 stitches here, so I will do single crochet back loop, and now when you get to your last stitch, work your single crochet, and we need 3 single crochet into this last stitch. So I will do 2 more, but in the middle one I will place a stitch marker so you can see better. So I have 1 into the same place, I will place another one. This will be my middle one, so you can place a stitch marker as well. And one more into the same place, like so. I have done my 3 into this corner one, and this last 2, this middle one and this one, will go for these rows. So as I said, when it goes like this, it means 2 rows. So on top of this, as you can see, we have these gaps here. We go small one on top when these 2 rows meet up. So this one, and then we have one between. So I decided to go and place 2 single crochet on top of these 2 rows. When they meet like this, I will put 2 on top. So I will have 2 here, then 2 here, 2 here. So I will have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And then I will place last one here. So let me just show you. So we have done these 2 for these 2 rows, okay? So next you will place 2 single crochet here. So 1 and 1 more into the same place. Then you clearly see these 2 rows here. So I will place 2 single crochet here. 1 and 1 more, then on top of here 1 and 2, then here 1 and 2, then on top here, so then on top here, so 1 and 2, then on top these 2 rows, 1 and 2, on top here, 1 and, so I have 1 and 1 more here, then 2 here, and 1 and 2 here, and then the last one I will put right here in this corner. Like so. Now chain 1 and turn your work. From now on it will be easy. So you will work single crochet back loop only in every stitch, like so, until you get down here. You will work under the full stitch here, chain 1 and turn your work and go back, and you will work like so for as many rows as you need. And as I said, you will work for the other half of your cap. So I have 4 inches here, so I worked 4 inches here on my rows, single crochet back loop only, there and back until I got 8 inch. But you can try on and you will see, maybe you want to add more rows to get you more coverage. It's up to you, or maybe you want less. It doesn't have to be exact the same number of rows as we did here. Just make sure you like it when you try it on, and make sure you have 2 cups exactly the same. So just write down the numbers of rows, as I always forget when I start to work this second one. So let me just show you. So we are here, we place this last one here, turn work and find first one here and work single crochet back loop only in every stitch. So work single crochet back loop only until you get somewhere here, and then I show you how to deal with this corner. So I am here in the corner where we placed 3. So we take the stitch marker out and we simply continue just working on the stitches like so. Work until you get here. And I am finishing here and I have my last stitch hiding here. Make sure you work there under the full stitch like so. Chain 1 and turn your work. And that's how we are going to work. You will work there and back, and remember, every time you come to your last stitch, you will work under the full stitch, and you will work single crochet back loop only on this part. Let me just put it like this. So you will work there and back until you have as many rows as you need. So on this part, I had 20 rows, but on this part, I decided that 18 rows is just right for me. So it's up to you. You put it on and you will see. Maybe you want more, maybe you want less. It's totally up to you. So that's how you are going to work on your cup for bigger breasts. And once you are done, you will simply fasten off. And remember, you will need 2 for your bikini or for your top. I wanted to make this tutorial for this big breast cup, as I will be making some tops with this cup style as well. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to like it, share it, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel Unique Stitch Designs for more ideas from me, Sylvia. And also don't forget to find me on social medias. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and TikTok. Also don't forget to hit the notification button, that little bell, so you get notification every time I upload a new video. Thank you very much for watching.